Hi, my name is Marisol, and I'm going to talk about the immigration reform in Arizona. In recent times, anti-immigration legislation has been a hot-button issue in the state of Arizona. Arizona has had a rapid influx of immigrants and has had to pass legislation in order to regulate their immigrant population. Prior to Senate Bill 1070, anti-immigration reform began in Arizona with the approval of Proposition 200 in 2004, which prohibited undocumented people from voting and receiving access to state and local public benefits. After Proposition 200, Arizona state legislators and anti-immigrant groups enacted more than half a dozen laws designated to regulate immigration and punish undocumented immigrants in the state of Arizona. In 2008, Arizona had an estimated illegal immigrant population of 560,000. This worried legislators in Arizona and caused them to see Latinos as being associated with violence, criminality, deterioration of communities, and a drug trade along the southern border. Conservatives responded by drafting Senate Bill 1070. Senate Bill 1070, also known as Support or Law Enforcement and Safe Neighborhoods Act, was signed into law on April 23, 2010. Senate Bill 1070 included provisions in adding state penalties relating to immigration law enforcement, including trespassing, harboring, and transporting illegal immigrants, alien registration documents, employer sanctions, and human smuggling. This legislation made Arizona the first state to criminalize immigration by defining unlawful presence as trespassing. Senate Bill 1070 additionally made it a state misdemeanor crime for an alien to be in Arizona without carrying the requirement documents. Senate Bill 1070 requires requires police to question anyone who appears to be in the country illegally. This caused many questions to be raised about the implementation and constitutionality of Arizona Senate Bill 1070. Courts then challenged constitutional issues including due process, equal protection under the 14th Amendment, the provision on unreasonable search and seizure under the Fourth Amendment, and preemption under the Supremacy Clause of the U.S. Constitution. Only 6 days after the passing of Senate Bill 1070, the Arizona legislature approved and signed House Bill 2162. They included provisions intended to address the racial profiling concerns. House Bill 2162 amended Senate Bill 1070 to specify that law enforcement officials cannot consider race, color, or national origin when implementing the provisions of the original law, except as permitted by the U.S. or Arizona Constitution. Senate Bill received heavy opposition, and many activists were asking if the bill was at all constitutional due to Arizona trying to move in on the federal government's superior powers to enforce federal immigration laws. Arizona versus United States occurred on June 25, 2012. In order to review Senate Bill 1070, the court nullified 3 of the 4 provisions because they either operated in areas solely controlled by federal policy or they interfere with federal enforcement efforts. The court left intact a provision requiring police to arrest and hold anyone they believe has committed a crime or who they think it is in the country illegally. and holding them until their immigration status could be checked with federal officials. The passage of Senate Bill 1070 energized the Latino community in Arizona to combat what they identify as an anti-immigrant and anti-Latino sentiment in the state. Three major groups have come out as advocates for Latinos in order to fight for justice for immigrant and Latino community in Arizona, which are the Somos America, the National Day Labor Organizing Network, and Los Abogados Hispanic Bar Associations of Arizona. They have used methods such as sending warning of community race and have been key in organizing and perpetuating boycotts of companies that do business in Arizona. The size of Arizona documented immigrants population has dropped significantly and is now near its lower level in a decade. Based on the 2010 census data, there were estimated 360,000 illegal immigrants in Arizona. The drop from 560,000 to 360,000 has been a result of lack of jobs during the recession and tighter border enforcement and taught immigration laws like Senate Bill 1070. The impact that Senate Bill 1070 has had on Arizona has caused other states to create strict immigration laws as well. Immigrants are glad to have their families united on their side of the country. They love having people around them who understand what they're going through. They also want their kids to be educated and not suffer like they did in their place of origin. On the other hand, the American society has always had uneasy feelings towards the immigrants and their role in their American society due to the large numbers of unauthorized people immigrating into the United States. As a result, it's causing an increase in the ethnic diversity in the United States in just a short amount of time. These kinds of concerns are pushing forward the restrictions on immigrant policy. These strict and anti-immigration laws have not been favorable and question validity of these laws. Many immigrants once crossed the border in order to provide a better life for their family and for them to receive a better education and are now being highly discriminated against and treated unfairly. The anti-immigration laws have highly impacted not only the immigration population, but the immigrant lifestyle as well.